Are you serious? Are you serious? San Andreas Fault is locked, loaded, and ready to roll with a big earthquake. And that's what experts are saying, according to the LA Times. Southern California section of the San Andreas Fault is locked, loaded, and ready to roll, according to leading earthquake scientists at the National Earthquake Conference in Long Beach, California. The San Andreas Fault is one of California's most dangerous and is the state's longest fault line. Yet, for Southern California, the last big quake to strike the southern San Andreas was 1857, when a magnitude 7.9 earthquake ruptured an astonishing 185 miles between Monterey County and San Gabriel Mountains near Los Angeles. It has been quite silent for a long time. Think about this. The Cascadia is so overdue since that massive quake of what they approximate 9.5 in 1700. The New Madrid fault line earthquakes of 1811 and 1812. That is so overdue. And now San Andrea, 1857. I mean, these are three ticking time bombs. And don't even bring up Yellowstone National Park. Don't even bring it up. The springs on the San Andreas system have been wound very, very tight. And the southern San Andreas Fault, in particular, looks like it's locked, loaded, and ready to go, according to Jordan said in the opening keynote talk. Other sections of the San Andreas Fault also are far overdue for a big quake. Further southeast of the Cajun Pass, such as San Bernardino County, the fault has not moved substantially since the earthquake of 1812, same year as New Madrid fault line. And further southeast toward the Salton Sea, it has been relatively quiet since 1690. So here's the problem. Scientists have observed that based on the movement of tectonic plates, with the Pacific plate moving northwest of the North American plate, earthquakes should be relieving about every 16 feet of the accumulated plate movement every 100 years. Yet the San Andreas has not relieved any stress that has been building up for more than a century. So Jordan says it's important that California focus on becoming resilient to a potential huge earthquake, one as strong as 8. He praises Los Angeles' plan to require earthquake retrofits on apartment and concrete buildings pushed into law by Mayor Eric Garcetti. It's remarkable that this happened, Jordan said. We know politically how difficult it is to make these kinds of changes. Now, other areas of focus have included strengthening Los Angeles' vulnerable aqueduct systems and its telecommunication networks. In 2008, the United States Geological Survey reported and warned that a magnitude 7.8 earthquake on the southern San Andreas Fault would cause more than 1,800 deaths, 50,000 injuries, and $2 billion in damage, and severe long-lasting disruptions. Among the predicted problems, the sewer system could be out of commission for 6 months. So such an earthquake could cause shaking for nearly 2 solid minutes, with the strongest shaking going on in the Inland Empire and Antelope Valley. But it could also send pockets of strong shaking into areas like the San Gabriel Valley and East Los Angeles. The devastating potential of the fault became clear in 1857 when there was a tremor which had an estimated magnitude of 7.9. It became known as the Fort Tejon quake. The name is something of a misnomer because it started further north way up in the Park Field in Monterey County. The quake then barreled south on the San Andreas for 185 miles through Fort Tidron near the northern edge of the Los Angeles County, then east toward Cajun Pass in San Bernardino County in what is now the 15 freeway. So, folks, what is being broadcasted here, and this is an article by the LA Times, what they are saying, and of course check it out also at the Crusader Journal, what they are saying is we have San Andreas Fault, Cascadia Fault, and New Madrid are all so overdue, it is literally mind-boggling. And so the United States has to understand and has to start preparing. So whenever you talk about Planet X or Nibiru, when you talk about this planet number 9, whatever this pulling on gravitational suggestion of an unprecedented amount of pressure, and the sun is becoming so volatile, releasing CMEs, and then there's CERN that's weakening our magnetosphere around the Earth, allowing us not to be protected from the CMEs from a violent sun that is now becoming more and more volatile every year. Something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. And are you ready? If Jesus should come for his bride, would you be going with the Lord, or would you be left behind? Are you saved? Give your life to Jesus Christ. Don't miss today's live broadcast. I'm going to be talking about this San Andreas fault line. I'm going to be talking about planet number 9 or Planet X. We're going to be discussing other events going on around the world. Do not miss today's broadcast. We're running out of time, folks. It's 12 noon Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. It's also going to be live on my wife's YouTube channel at Heidi Begley. At Heidi Begley. It'll be live on her YouTube channel. Are you saved?